All right, welcome. So in this video, we're going to cover how do you control a sale? How do you go into a sales conversation with the ability to lead that conversation and get it to a place where you're able to close a nice big deal? If you can't control a sale, it's going to go in all different sorts of directions. You're not going to get anything done. If you can control a sale, then you're the person setting the pace, setting the tone, and leading it in the right direction for you and the sort of deal that you're trying to close. So in this video, we're going to cover 3 different techniques how to control that sale. It's a vital skill that you got to have if you want to make money as a freelancer. So let's get into it right away. Okay, so how to control a sale. Here's an interesting fact. Most sales are not lost to the competition, they're lost to confusion. So the potential client doesn't see the point, doesn't see the value, they don't see the plan, and the sale is pretty much done. So if you want to make a sale, you got to get control of the sale early on. A potential client isn't going to sell it to themselves. You need to be leading the sale if you want to be successful. Getting control of a sale, it starts with a sales conversation. This is when you have the first proper chance to discuss the project with the potential client. So this is where you got to set the tone for the relationship and you got to put things in the right direction. If you can't control the sales conversation, by the time you get to closing the sale, if you get to closing the sale, you already have a ton of potential issues waiting to unfold. So jobs with poor control, that is where the client pretty much sold it to themselves. So when the project starts, they're going to start telling you what to do, which means they have little respect for the plan behind the project. And there's likely to be a lot of delays with access, with content, and a lot of other issues as well. So if you want to master sales, you need to have control of the selling process. You got to be able to get things lined up in exactly the direction they should be going. And this is what we're going to be covering in this video. 3 ways you can control every sale. If you want extra notes and resources to help you learn how to control a sale, then check out the link below the video. We got some extra resources in the links, so check those out. Okay, so point number 1, having a clear goal in mind. Having a clear goal in mind is the first step in controlling a sale. You need to be going into a sales conversation with something specific to aim for. So before you go into any sales meeting or get on a sales call, ask yourself, what is the purpose of the sales call? What am I trying to achieve? What is my rough plan going to be to make that happen? Now, you're never going to be able to fully predict exactly what will happen during a sale, but you need to have a target to aim for. This is going to help your confidence, and it's also going to help your success rate. Without a clear goal, it's really easy to lose control of the sale. If you have nothing specific to aim for, it's easy to get sidetracked or for the client to take control. So how you avoid this is by having a very clear reason, a very clear purpose behind your sales calls or your sales conversations. You want them to feel like this is specifically for them, that you pick this business because you have an exact way to help this business. Your pitch needs to be relatable and valuable to them. They don't care about your business, no offense. They only care about how you can help their business. So start with that and then create a rough plan for the sales call. You need to make it personal and unique for the business that you're contacting. They need to feel like you're fully focused on helping their business and that there's a clear purpose behind this phone call. If they feel like you say the exact same thing to everyone and it's just another generic sales pitch, then they won't allow the sale to go anywhere and you're going to lose control. So have a clear goal in mind before a call and make it something the business will find valuable. Okay, number 2, ask great questions. Questions are a super important part of any sales call. They're a great way to take and keep control of the sales conversation. Many people think it is the person who is talking who has the most control, but that isn't the case when selling web design projects. We need the buyer to get engaged. We need them to feel like this is perfect for them, and they need to trust you that this is the right choice and for them to be motivated to take action. Here's the thing. You're only going to know what it is that they need if you can get them to tell you. So when you're selling, you can't tell them what they need to tell you what they need. So questions are what we use to do this, and the extra bonus is that they actually keep us in control of the conversation. When we ask a good question, we get to guide things in the direction that we want them to go. We get to focus the conversation on the topics and the areas that we think are the best for making a sale. When we ask the right questions, we set up the right context for the call, and the client starts to see us as someone they can trust and work with because we're listening. We're not just talking at them all the time. So rather than just being another person trying to get them to listen to your sales pitch, asking the right questions keeps us in control, keeps them engaged, and shows that we care and that we want to add value. It makes you look like a professional that they can trust. So prepare some good questions that you can ask before every sales conversation or before every sales call. 10 to 20 good questions should be enough. Once you ask them, let the client talk and be careful not to interrupt or to rush into the next question. Listen to what they have to say. Pay attention to what matters most to them what matters most to their business, because that's where you're going to be able to create the sale. So I got a full video just on asking questions. Check out the link down below this video and I'll post to it. The most important point to this section though is that you are the person asking the questions. By asking the questions, you keep the control of the conversation and you keep it headed in the direction that you want it to go in. Now, point number 3, the final point, is to keep moving things forwards. If you want to keep control of a sales conversation, you got to be the person who's moving things forward. The worst thing for a potential client to experience is a feeling of you not knowing where you're going with the sale. So if you want to keep control, you must be the person who's leading and keeping out in front. Now, this doesn't mean that you have to be pushy or aggressive. It means that when one stage of the sale is done, you move things along to the next stage smoothly. It's like a good movie. Every scene leads into the next and the audience is enjoying the experience. So once you've introduced yourself, you jump into the reason that you called. Once you've gone through that, you ask them what's going on with their business, what problems they have. Once you've done that, you jump into the next stage, and so on. You keep a nice pace to the conversation and you keep it moving forward. Now, if you want a full video on this, on the typical stages in a web design sales call, let me know in the comments. I'll do up a separate video on that. But the point here though is that you are setting a pace and you're keeping it on track. Again, think back to stage 1, having a clear goal. You want to always be moving towards that goal. Now, don't rush. Take the time that you need in each stage, but make sure that you are continually progressing things towards that goal. It's way better to get through all the stages of your sales call and to do an okay job than it is to get stuck on one stage because you're trying to do it perfectly. So have a clear goal and keep things moving towards it. All right, so that is it for this video. You have 3 different techniques to control that sale, get it right in the direction that you want it to go, and hopefully close it as well. So if you have any questions on this, or if you just want to discuss the topic more, let me know in the comments. If you have any suggestions for other videos that you'd like me to cover, also let me know in the comments. Hit subscribe if you want to learn more about selling, freelancing, growing a web design business, and catch you in the next video.